welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you've never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. It is late on the night before Thanksgiving, and I'm doing a little pre-prepping because there's a lot of cooking that happens on Thanksgiving. We don't do anything complicated or difficult. I'm pretty sure I've shown you most of the things that we do for Thanksgiving in the past year. But one of the things we do, and that maybe I've shown you before, is we do roasted sweet potatoes. So I'm just going to peel them and roast them today. And then tomorrow I will top them and bake them off after the turkey comes out. We have a 20-pound turkey and she's going to take like 7 hours to cook. So I'm not going to have a lot of time with my oven. So the only thing I'm pre-prepping are things that need a lot of oven time. And this is really the only thing. I could make the stuffing ahead. And I might, but I don't have a ton of room in my fridge, so I also might not. I might make it early in the morning. And I feel like when my family is here, like we're all in the kitchen talking, and so it's fine. I can stand here and, prep the stuffing, right? But step one is peel the sweet potatoes. I always do it over a bowl. That's my preference. You can do it over the sink. You can do it however you like. This is just how I like to do it. I like to have the water here. Because I think it makes it easy to clean off I cannot get that little piece. Can you see it? It's like at a weird angle. Did I get it? No. Let me use my little circle. There we go. And then after I get it peeled, I'm going to pop it into some cool water. Just so it doesn't dry out or it doesn't change color, although don't have that problem as much with sweet potatoes, but sometimes they might leak some white. If you're thinking about portions, probably a good rule of thumb for potatoes is like 1 per person. Some of them are ginormous and some of them are smaller. So I think it kind of just averages out to about 1 per person. So for us, we have 6 people. So I'll probably end up doing 6. But if there's like 1 left in the bag, I'm going to do the whole bag. You know how it is. I don't want 1 potato left over. Now, I also am planning to show you a roasted sweet potato soup. Soups are so easy this time of year because roasted veggie anything makes easy soups. You can do sweet potatoes, butternut squash, carrots, pumpkin, acorn squash, like just so many things. Tomatoes, eggplant probably, although maybe it wouldn't blend up well. I'm not personally a big nightshade fan myself. Eggplant, so I have not made an eggplant one, but maybe. I'm sure someone in the comments will be like, oh, I make an amazing roasted eggplant, it's this and this, and then we'll all learn together. Don't get any potato wet that you're not going to use. If you put them in this bowl of water, now you have to use them because they will definitely rot on you if you let this dry out and you try to store it again. No. Once she's in here, you gotta cook her. So make sure you don't put the whole bag in here if you're not sure if you're going to use the whole bag. So I put 4 in here to start, and now I have 2 more, and I'll probably stop there. So then I'm going to cut them in half. Woo, a little bit hard. And then in half again. And then again in half. We're always laying it down on its flat side so that when you're putting pressure down, it's not going to slip on you, right? And maybe each one of these half again. Okay. Then you've got your little flat potato, and then you're just gonna cube, right? There. And then I'm gonna toss them in a bowl, which is right here, so that I can toss them up with some salt, pepper, and olive oil, and then I'll disperse them on my sheet pan. We'll get them in the oven. So just be here cutting. I'm going to preheat my oven to probably 400. That's my preferred roasting temperature. I just think most things roast pretty good at 400. You can do 350 if you want. You can do 375. I don't go much above 400 because then most of your oils are going to burn, which you don't want. Burnt oil doesn't taste good. So I find 400 is pretty good. I roast my bacon at 400. Most of my veg at 400. As even as you can get these pieces, but if you can't, don't stress about it. Some can be more done than others. It's not that big a deal. This isn't a Michelin star restaurant. This is our family. And you know what your family cares about? That it tastes delicious. And this is going to taste delicious. So don't worry. Look at this bounty. That was a workout of sweet potatoes. Look at how tall this is. I'm gonna have to put it in a bigger bowl in order to look at how that is a lot of sweet potatoes. It's a lot. Okay, we're gonna give it some olive oil, some EVOO as it were. And people always ask me because of this cool squeezy bottle. It's Graza, I think that's how you say it, or Grassa. I'll tag them if you want. They do amazing olive oil, and more importantly, it comes in this really cool, non-leaky squeezy bottle. Not sponsored, just cool, and I love it. Then I'm gonna do some pepper. I'm gonna give this a toss. It might need more oil, more salt, more pepper. It's kind of a deep bowl, so I'm gonna it a little, and then toss it a little, and then we'll look at it a little. Okay? Potatoes take quite a bit of salt. Sweet potatoes less than like white potatoes, but you definitely don't want to go no salt. Like I said, this is a lot of potatoes, like an obscene amount of potatoes. Chefs do the like, I will just throw them all over the floor. I can't be doing that. So we're just going to give them a little toss. Fold. Fold, David. David, fold, right? Don't beat up your potatoes too bad. If they were cooked, maybe, because then they would get crispy edges. Okay. I think she needs a little bit more oil, or a little bit dry. I love the control you get from having this little squeezy bottle. When I would use my big, Kirkland Signature bottle, I would sometimes be like, ugh, and it would be like way more oil than is necessary. You don't have to use olive oil either. Coconut oil would be beautiful. It's so like lovely with sweet potatoes because they have like sort of the same essence or aura, so it'd be lovely. Or you could use grapeseed oil, whatever you like. I like the good old EVOO. Looks lovely. Let's get it out on a baking sheet. Some parchment paper down here. And just remember, you definitely want to season, but you can't take seasonings away. You can't take salt away. So it's better, especially when you're making a big meal for lots of people, don't go crazy, okay? They can always add a little salt and pepper at the table. You don't want to get too nuts. Definitely going to need 2 sheet pans. That will make everything crisp up better. So we'll put half here and half on another sheet. 400-degree oven, and I'll start with 20 minutes. And I'll toss them around and I'll keep a watch on them and I'll show you what they should look like when they're done. I don't want to cook it 100%. So if I were roasting it to eat, I might have gone a little bit further than this. Look at it, made these 2 beautiful. It's certainly soft. Like I could smush it. Oh, it's hot between my fingers and smash it. So it's soft. If I were eating it, I would want it to be crispy, but we're going to top it tomorrow and we're going to cook it up tomorrow. So this is as much as I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to let them cool, cover them, and store them in the fridge till Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving morning, and I'm taking my saran wrap off of my sweet potatoes. I'm going to throw them in the oven at 350 for like 20-ish minutes for them to get warmed up. And then we're going to top them with mini marshmallows. They're warmed up. They're delicious. We're going to top them with some mini marshmallows. We're going to pop them back in the oven, and we're just going to wait for the top to get brown. There she is in all her delicious glory.